about ready to depart the Dulles in Oregon here. And while we'll join an IFR flight plan on the way out, you can see that it's really good weather, clearing a million right now here in the Dulles, so we're going to depart under VFR. But around us, we're basically surrounded by terrain. So even though we're departing under VFR, following an IFR departure procedure on our way out is a great idea. And remember, there are two different types of IFR departure procedures. Both of them provide obstacle clearance. The type most people think about is the SID, the Standard Instrument Departure, and they're developed for traffic management purposes into airports that are fairly busy. The other kind is an obstacle departure procedure, and it's solely designed to keep you away from the terrain. Obstacle departure procedures are traditionally published in text form, but when they're complicated enough, or if it's an RNAV procedure, then they'll be published graphically, and you can oftentimes load that graphic procedure into your RNAV system and follow it on departure. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take the DALS 1 departure. We're departing runway 31 because the winds are at 300 at 18 gust 25. If you take a look at that departure procedure, that limits the runways that we can depart from. We can only depart runway 31, 13, and runway 7 when we use this departure procedure. The challenge is, with the winds today, the only suitable runway for us is runway 31. Now this departure procedure also specifies a non-standard climb gradient. And if you take a look at that climb gradient for runway 31, it's 620 feet per nautical mile to 3,000. If we calculate our climb gradient at VY, we could probably make that, but at cruise climb, we can't. And climbing for 3,000 feet at VY in the cirrus means we may overheat the engine. So I would say right now we probably can't meet that required climb gradient. And the other runways really aren't smart decisions. Now you could say that under Part 91, we don't actually need to follow the required takeoff minimums and associated climb gradients. And that's right. Legally we don't. But if we couldn't see those obstacles, I would say the smart pilot choice would be to make sure you can comply with those requirements. But today, since we're VFR and we've got great visibility, we're going to do our best to follow the departure procedure, but we will visually maneuver to avoid any obstacles on our way out. I'm not actually filing this departure procedure. I'm just going to fly it, and then I'm going to join the rest of the route after that.